All right, y'all boys, y'all see, Mike Wang is back on Twitter finally. Mike Wang, why you keep giving us a little taste? You know what I'm saying? Like I want the whole load. You feel me? Don't y'all want the whole load? He keeps giving y'all a taste. I want the whole load. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, honestly, everything he said right here like was irrelevant. But when he tweeted this shit out, I was like, you know what? I can make something like this into a little video. I ain't gonna lie to you. But anyway, let's just get into what he's tweeted. I'm gonna refresh it just in case he tweeted anything else, because he's low-key like, he has this stint where he just goes on Twitter and answers a bunch of questions, then he dips off for like a whole 2 weeks and he comes back and does the same thing. But now this is the last time he's going to do it, because 2 weeks from now is when the park trail and everything's gonna get released, because 2K23 comes out on September 10th or something. I don't at this point I don't know, bro. But anyway, so right here he said, "Baloo, we saw openness is out." We saw it. What you mean we saw it? Who's seen it? What got leaked? What got leaked, bruh? Okay, I don't know what got leaked, but anyway, openness. If you didn't know, passing openness, when you that's a passing setting. So when let me just explain to you in the tweet. He says it's a cheesy setting that a lot of guards will use. You simply press the pass button and the game will auto pass it to the most open teammate you had, so they didn't have to read the defense really. Yes, and this is a skill. Remember, being a point guard, you're still a point guard at the end of the day. Like, you still the fact that was in the game, it was kind of a bailout. You know what I'm saying? You didn't really take skill, because now you're gonna have to read and react. What I mean by read and react, it was so hard to actually how do I explain it? It was so hard to really react to the defense to where you could pass it to your teammate in a selective time. You have to do it in a time frame, right? You have to pass it to somebody in a time frame. But if you just press X, boom, you don't even have to do it. You don't even have to aim and then press X. You don't even have to icon pass. You can just press X. That's a bailout. That's a bailout, fellas. But now you're gonna actually have to have that, reflexes. You have to have those reflexes in the time. It's gonna be way harder. I'm definitely glad he took openness out. I didn't really use it like that. I still, saying that's why it's not really gonna affect me as much. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So he asks, will current gen have double takeover on 23 just like next gen got on 22, or will current gen have only one takeover as always? And he says current gen has double take, but the different is in the design for next gen. It's still archetype based and not broken up into the abilities. Okay. So on current gen, we are getting double takeover now. It's gonna be like next gen. It's gonna be, they ain't gonna do current gen or dirty 3 years in a row. They gonna give y'all something new. I feel, yeah, they gonna give y'all something new. Look at it. And now it's not like, oh, okay, if you got playmaking takeover, blah blah blah, you could do all this thing, sharp takeover, you could do everything. You know what I'm saying? It's still archetype based, so it's not broken up into abilities. I need him to elaborate more on that. Like, archetype based, not broken up into abilities. So maybe you could only have playmaking takeovers or something, or sharp takeovers. I don't know, but hey, whatever. But what I really wanted to talk about today is the shooting. So he says, please make it where you have to green a shot for it to go in. Please, that's all I ask. And Mike Wang said, Slyleys don't drop in 2K23 like they did last year. At least not on higher difficulties and online. You have to earn your makes. So online it's like Park, Pro-Am, Play Now, My Team. Yeah. So now that's some good news, fellas. You know why? You know why it's good news? Because people don't get bailed out anymore. Y'all have to time your shots. I have said it forever, this was one of the easiest shooting 2Ks, because the slightly earlies will go in at an extremely alarming rate. All this is telling me is that I need to put my 3-point higher if I want to really just be a stroke guy. Pause. But yeah, that's all it's telling me right here. Because like you said, you have players with 65 threes, 70 threes, just making shots bail out just because they have sniper or Hall of Fame or not even Hall of Fame, maybe gold, or like, you know, all these other badges like Hot Zone Hunter, all these, you know, earlies would go open, they would go in. So I'm like, okay, now if they don't drop, it's gonna be some trouble. Now the shooting builds, the builds that are not meant to shoot are really gonna struggle, but the builds that are, they're still gonna have that advantage. You're still gonna have to time your shots. Now I want to know, it's like slightly earlies. Okay, so what if it's a good time shot and you're open, if it's a good shot and if it's open, it is timed well, I feel like it should still go in, even if you didn't green it. I'm one of those guys, because as long as you, and that's not like, okay, remember, I still want it to go do the 2K algorithm. So mind you, if you're playing good, you're getting your steals, you're playing defense, you know, you're hooping, but you didn't green one shot wide open, I feel like it should still give you that, just because the stats are on your side, the algorithm, your stats are up and all that. You should definitely get one to go in. But if it doesn't go in at all, that's gonna be tough, because y'all can say it now, but you're not gonna green all your shots, my guy. You're not greening. You watching this video, you're not greening all your shots, and you're gonna want to get bailed out sometimes. Sometimes you're gonna feel like, that was good. Why they couldn't give me that 2K? So I'm saying, like, we have to understand the amount that he's gonna nerf shooting, because I already see he's already patching the game. Remember when he asked you what dribble moves y'all want and what ball handling rating y'all gonna unlock these dribble moves there? He's already patching the game before it even came out. So I don't know, like, we gotta see. You see 2K Intel, he's leaking all this other stuff, you know. Openness is out. What else he tweet? Yeah, openness setting is out. Slightly White's got nerfed. Okay, he just you know, leaking the same thing. But anyway, yo, that's really it for the video. I hope you guys understand that shooting is going to be a little bit harder. I mean, it's not going to be hard, it's just going to take more skill. It's going to make more sense, if that makes any, you know what I'm saying. It's going to take more skill. Let's just say that. Like I said like, it's going to be easy, but it's still going to take skill, if that makes sense. Like, you still gotta have some IQ with it. You still gotta have IQ. You just can't go shooting random shots, you know. I just want them to just make it realistic. Please just make it realistic. Yes, this guy said, please make you get the greenest shot for it to go in. Yeah, you're bugging. You know you don't green all your shots. Though if you had to just green a shot for it to go in, nobody's going to like that. What's the point of having slightly earlies and slightly like lates and all that? So if slightlies don't drop, earlies better not drop either, Mike Way. Earlies better not just never drop. You know, if slightlies don't drop, or early should never ever drop. Only in extremely rare cases early should drop. You know, say maybe it's the end of the shot clock, you gotta chuck something up, but you got takeover something. That should be something. That should be something. Okay. But besides that, don't make it like this. You know what I'm saying? You still should have slightly drop at a normal rate, you know, but it should go through the it should determine whether or not you're in the 2K algorithm or not, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's all I want to say. You know, slightly don't have to drop, but just make it realistic, because nobody greens a shot all the time. Sometimes in the NBA, they make lucky shots, bro. They make lucky shots in the NBA. Trust me. Sometimes a shot will rattle in. Sometimes a shot will like bank off and then just drop or something. You know, remember Kawhi Leonard hit that game winner? It's yeah, that was definitely not green. That was definitely not green, my guy. That was white. But anyway, I'm out. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe. I didn't want to make this video too long because there's not really a lot to talk about, but until we get more sports, until we get more 2K news, yeah, it is what it is.